So hello everyone. In this video, we are going to study about solving basic equation, and that is completely for beginners or other people also can see if they find this video useful. So in this video, what we are going to study is simply mathematical basic equations. uh, as we know, there are some students who hate maths, right? Because they don't understand about the logics or about the ideas, simple basic ideas, right? So clearly, now we are going to discuss all about. So what we are going to do here, we can you can see in this video that there are total of 6 questions, right? So So clearly, we can begin with some tricks like, as we know that, okay, let's assume that you don't know. Then what we are going to do that is, suppose you have a plus sign and clearly you have a negative sign. So you can think like that always a addition sign is related to that negative sign. Okay, this is the first thing. Then secondly, multiply is always related to the division. You can write divide like this, or you can write this, right? Both are true. And thirdly, uh, what you can do is, when you have a root, right, then you interchange it with square, or you can say fourth, if you have an exponential term, right? If you find any exponential thing in the equation, then this will always relate to root, right? So considering these 4 steps, we are going to solve these problems which are given here, right? So in the first question, what we have, that x plus 5 is equals to 12. So clearly we can see here a positive sign, that sorry, plus sign, right? So positive sign is related to negative sign, right? So x as it is, and when positive is related to negative, when this is a equal to sign, right? So you can say basically, this side is, if you think like that, you are standing here, right? And clearly this is your left hand and this is your right hand, right? So clearly you can say that this is the equal to sign, and towards this left side of this equal to side, we can say left hand side, and the right side we can say right hand side, right? So when the positive or negative sign goes to the other side, another side, then we can uh, choose that symbol that is related to that, right? So clearly x is equals to, we can say 12 as it is, and then when positive of 5 is there, right? When So when we take this positive sign, that is, we can say positive of 5 is on the left hand side. When we take this positive of 5 uh, to the right side of this equal to side, then it changes its sign, which is related to that is negative of 5, right? So clearly x is equals to 12 minus 5, that is of 7. So we can easily find that x is equals to 7 by using the rule number 1, right, or trick number 1. So now in the second problem, we have this also similar to the first, but uh, basically, in the first problem we have a positive sign, and in the second equation we have a negative sign, right? So clearly, in this again we are doing that, this is the left hand side and this is the right hand side. So 12 as it is, and clearly minus of 5, when minus of 5 is in the left hand side is going to the right hand side, then clearly negative sign is related to what? Positive sign. So we have this positive of 5 here, and x is equals to 12 plus 5, that is of 17. So we get our answer, that is the value of x as 17. So simple it is, right? So clearly in the third equation, what we have, that is 2x is equals to 12. Now what basically x means. If we look this problem as 2 in 2, right? This basically these, we can say this is bracket. So 2 into or x, we can say there's a box here and equal to 12. So w- how we look to this equation, right? How we can look here, that simply this is a box. What we add or what we multiply to, so that we get the total of is equals to 12, right? So what we have to multiply with 2. So clearly, normally if you think, then clearly if we multiply 6, okay, so this is equals to 12. You can count like that. If 2 into 0, basically to multiply करेंगे, if we multiply 2 with 0 is equals to, then it will be 0. If we multiply with 1, then it will is equals to 2, right? So uh, like that we can see 2 into 6 is equals to 12. So what we are doing here is, in this equation we have just a, in place of a box we have just x here, right? So we have 2x is equals to 12. So basically, according to rules, what we are doing, that multiply is related to what, divide, right? So here multiply is related to divide. So clearly, if multiply is what, in left hand side, right, and this is right hand side. So when x as it is, when this multiplication comes from left hand side to right hand side, then it will be divide, that is 12 divided by 2, and we know that this is equals to 6. So the value here is equals to, x is equals to 6, right? So we got that answer. Now similarly in fourth, clearly we can say that divide is what, related to multiply. So again we are doing this thing here, that is uh, this is left hand side, right? This is right hand side. So here we can see this is a divide. So when we go from left hand side to right hand side, what we'll do, that x as it is, and 2, this this will be in divided by 6. So what basically we will do, that is we take to the right hand side with multiplication, right? So here we have the value that x is equals to 12. We got that answer, right? Now when we have root, what we basically do, it is square. So in this thing we have a square root of x, right? Now one more thing, suppose we have a term root of x, so we can also write it as, or we can call it as, this is 1 by 2, right? So we can simply write it as 1 by 2, this is equals to 2. Okay, if we have cube root, you normally heard about the cube root and nth roots of unity. So suppose we have cube root, then it can be simply, we can say it, that is x to the power 1 by 3, right? So what we have to do now, we have to do squaring on both sides, right? So if we take square uh, on both sides, so what we are doing here, that clearly this left hand thing is equals to right hand thing is given to us, right? So clearly what we add, subtract, or what we are doing, square, multiply, here we have to do on both sides. So we have, if we doing square here, so we have to do also do on the right hand side. So clearly this 2, we have this 2, sorry, so we have this 2. So how can we write, that is 1 by 2 into 2, right? And this is equals to 2 to the power 2. So basically 2 divided by 2 is 1. So x to the power 1 is equals to 2 ki power 2, that is 2 to the 4, right? 2 to the power 2, what we did, 2 is 2 times, that is 2 into 2, right? If we have 2 to the power 3, that what we have to do, that is 2 is 3 times, that is 2 into 2 into 2. That's what we are doing here. So we are multiplying it 2 times as the power is 2. So we got the value here, that is x is equals to 4, right? Then again we have x square is equals to 4. I am uh, so by using this thing that these tricks or rules, I hope you can solve this by yourself. So that thing, solve this by yourself. You do if you feel, if you face any difficulties or doubt by in solving this, so you can comment it down. I will make video, separate video, or I will do another video in which I will solve this problem for you. Okay. So try to solve this, the sixth part. uh, I hope you liked this, the above parts, and I hope you will understand uh, all the tricks or rules for to solve this basic equations. Okay, so thank you.